What's up everybody, Nate here, and today we're going to be tossing a new set of sprockets and a chain on my 2004 Yamaha FZ6 here. The old ones just started to wear out, so it's time for some new ones, and I figured, might as well document the process and, see if it can help anybody else out. Just a second, we'll get it up on the center stand and we'll get going. Once we get the cover off of this, what we got to do now is there's a washer here, and you can see on top of this nut right here, and then on this side as well, they've bent it up and made it ears so it won't back off. So what we're going to do is get in here and then put a screwdriver under that, and then eventually we're just going to flatten it back out so we can take that nut off. Now you can see that we've flattened out that bend there and that one as well. So now we're going to use our impact gun, and this nut is a 1 1/4 inch here, but we're going to use our impact gun to try to take this nut off. Your eyes are pretty important, and I cannot find my safety glasses right now, so we're just going to put on our best safety squints and get to it. What we did with our front sprocket, we're going to repeat back here on the rear axle. This one is also a 1 1/4 inch nut. I'm sure it's a metric one. I don't have it. The 1 1/4 fits, snug like it should. So that's just what I'm going to use. So let's see if we can get this off here. Take this little washer off that, and then we're going to use a rubber mallet to knock the axle through. We want to use a rubber one and not a metal one so we don't mess up any threads over here, but we should just be able to knock that through. And then we can pull the axle out of the other side. We'll sit it on some rags here to keep it clean, and then we're going to push this up, and then hopefully should just be able to pull this rear wheel out of here. There we go. We've got 6 17mm nuts here, and we'll just use the impact to zip them off real quick if we don't lose our socket. We've got the old sprocket off, the new one on. It's not torqued down yet, but that is what we're about to do. We got our handy dandy torque wrench here, and we're going to torque these down to 65 foot-pounds. We're going to grind off 2 of these rivets, and then we're going to use our chain breaker to push that pin through and break the chain. Okay guys, now that we've got the master link out of the chain, the bike's in neutral, we should just be able to go ahead and pull the chain out of the bike. There we go. Take the old one off and all the washers and everything that go with it. We're going to see how everything was aligned here, the orientation of everything. So I'm just going to take this, sit it right down on the ground. Tell you what guys, I'm going to clean this up, clean up that washer since we reused the washer, and then I'll get back with you in just a second. Next step is we've got our new sprocket here, so we're going to take it off. Tell you what, let's see which side we'll space it out to where it would be in line with the old one, which looks like it'll go on like this. There we go. Then we'll toss on our washer. Make sure it locks in with those splines as well. And then our nut that we cleaned up. And then we're going to go ahead and torque this nut to 65 foot-pounds, and then we're going to come in here again and then fold one of these, or maybe two of these ears down, so it'll hold that nut exactly where it is. Okay, so now we've got the front sprocket on, it's torqued down and the ears are folded, rear sprocket is on and the wheel's back in, but it's loose. So next step here is we're going to take our new chain. Let's open it up, see what we got. So there's our master link, and it's a rivet style, not a clip. So there's that, and we should, yeah, empty box, and then we get the chain. So you know, nothing too special, just a new, nice, clean chain. A lot better than the one we took off. So you can see here is our new master link. It's installed here. Or at least it's in. It's not installed yet. What I did is, to make sure that I had it pressed the correct amount, I measured a couple of these other links here with my calipers, and then I made sure that this one right here was the same width across as the others. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure some of these rivet heads, and then I'm going to rivet these two master link heads out to the same diameter that these others are. Well, this bottom one here has already been riveted, and see with my calipers here, it doesn't move around top to bottom at all off of a measurement I set off this, but this top one, yeah, it's got a little room. So I just gotta make this top one just like the bottom one, and then we'll tighten the chain up and we should be good. So guys, that really wraps up the 520 chain conversion on our 2004 Yamaha FZ6 here. All that we really have left to do is just toss on this front sprocket cover, clean up the garage, and take it for a test ride.